Hi, today is January 20th, 2022. This is Dr. Fryer, and today I'm going to talk about some of the main ideas shared by YouTuber J.P. Sears in this video about the Apollo moon landings and tell you a little bit about the SIFT web literacy framework. I created this sketchnote about the video 13 Reasons the Moon Landing Was Fake by YouTuber J.P. Sears. Some of the things he said were that there are a lot of clues showing that the moon landings by NASA were faked. He claimed that filmmaker Stanley Kubrick, who was famous for his movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, used movie-making special effects to trick everyone in the world into thinking the United States actually sent men to the moon and they walked there. Some of the anomalies, Sears pointed out, were that the flag shouldn't have been waving in the wind because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. There wasn't any dust kicked up by the lunar landers, and there should have been. There were competing shadows in the video footage, and that showed that studio lighting was used. He also said that there were some objects that had crosshairs in front of the objects, and that shouldn't have happened. And he thought overall the United States in the Cold War, competing with the Soviet Union, was trying to distract people from other issues like the Vietnam War. So SIFT is the web literacy framework we're using to analyze this video and other unfamiliar sources of information we find online. The S of SIFT is for stop. I is for investigate the source. F is for find better coverage or find trusted coverage. And T is trace to the original. I want to talk about the stop of SIFT. When we stop when we are unfamiliar with a source, we should, especially when it's shared by someone that causes us to respond strongly with our emotions. We discussed some of the common elements of Froot Loop theories in class, and some of the elements that I noticed in this video were the reinterpreting randomness, where he talks about the room number and how you can reverse the room and put the N in and cause moon, and he talked about, there was Tang on the wall and the, sweater that one of the characters, this was from the 1989 movie The Shining, had, was like an Apollo sweater. And so anyway, those are some things that we talked about can be signs of reinterpreting randomness that show this is a Froot Loop conspiracy theory. I want to talk about investigating the source. J.P. Sears is the author of this video. I think that he is clearly trying to get likes and views on his YouTube channel. By reading laterally, so on other sites too, we went to the Wikipedia article for J.P. Sears, and in the references at the bottom, we found a Sydney Morning Herald article about him from 2016. The article highlights how creating YouTube videos was almost accidental for him. He is a life coach professionally, or he was in 2016. But 5 years ago, then, he was almost living exclusively off the money he was making from his YouTube videos. It is very helpful to get more information about J.P. Sears as a source from a mainstream media outlet like this, which we found on his Wikipedia article. Clearly, he is not a credible source to take seriously on a topic like the moon landings. So in conclusion, I think this video by J.P. Sears is a good example of how many people find conspiracy theories and conspiracy theory videos entertaining and fun to watch. However, some of the claims in his video, like that NASA's faking of the moon landing is the biggest lie in human history, is a gigantically important epistemological claim and not something we should take lightly. I like using this video as part of our unit on Froot Loop Conspiracy Theories to help develop our critical thinking and web literacy skills, especially lateral reading, as we sift to decide what to believe.